Would you desire strikingly attractive ladies to fall head over heels in love with you? You would, of course, do that. Then you have to listen to the next few minutes of this video very carefully because I'm going to explain an effective technique that uses reverse psychology and causes women to become completely captivated with you. It's possible that you've been exposed to this tip before, but I can say with absolute certainty that you have no idea how to put it to good use. The majority of guys who experiment with it do so incorrectly, which causes it to fail for them. However, when this trick of reverse psychology is done in the correct manner, it can make women go wild for you to the point where she constantly fantasizes about you, thinks about you non-stop, and really chases you down for dates, relationships, and whatever else you desire. The best part is that it's effective on all different kinds of women of any age, and I'm going to show you exactly how to implement this strategy in your encounters with women so that you can get the most out of it. In addition, I will provide you with a bonus strategy toward the end of the article that will make women go absolutely crazy for you and crave you like a drug. Therefore, keep an ear out and watch this film all the way through to its conclusion. Let's dive in. Hello everyone. This is C Taxi, a place where you are going to a master on your relationship. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. You don't miss any video. Let's get to today's topic now. Stay with me. Now, here is the trick of reverse psychology that I want you to apply on ladies that you have feelings for. I hope it works. They refer to it as the consequence of the forbidden fruit. However, the term most usually used to describe this behavior is playing hard to get. It's based on a psychological principle that says we all crave things that we can't have or that are difficult to get our hands on. To put it another way, if something is difficult to have, our desire for it increases. The issue is that the vast majority of males worked very hard to go in the incorrect direction. To them, acting chilly, aloof, uninterested, or neglecting a lady in the hopes that she will fall in love with them is the definition of playing hard to get. This strategy is doomed to failure and will not produce the desired results. Therefore, even if women like you at initially, their interest in you will quickly fade if you give off the impression that you are uninterested or chilly. In addition, if they have no interest in the first place, seeming disinterested won't make them want anything at all. The optimal strategy for playing hard to get and turning yourself into the kind of forbidden fruit that she yearns for entails acting in a friendly yet demanding manner. Not icy and unapproachable. And if you want to be sure that you are doing this the right way, there are 3 different types of approaches that you can take, and I will explain them to you now. One, push-pull. This is one of the few tried-and-true strategies used by pickup artists from the old school that I still enjoy doing since it is effective. In its most basic form, push-pull communication entails expressing interest, followed by disinterest, or vice versa. To put it another way, you validate the female by complimenting her or dropping hints that you have feelings for her. Then you are going to remove it. By being disinterested or saying something kind of negative in a fun manner, you remove the affirmation that was before present. Here are some further examples to consider. So it's really enjoyable to talk to you, I said. Too bad, I'm not entrepreneurs. Accompanied by a grin. You are so adorable, and you remind me of my sister. God, you're being much too kind. I despise you. These are very endearing. Therefore, here is something to consider in the event that she expresses an opinion with which you disagree. You see, up until you just said that, I was really enjoying to. You can even conduct a physical version of this approach by pulling her in for a hug and then pushing her away, while saying something along the lines of, "Okay, that's enough for now. Remove your hands from my body." While you are chatting to her, make direct eye contact with her for 3 to 5 seconds, and then break eye contact and glance away from her to focus on something else or someone else. See, it's like pushing, pulling. Additionally, it is not always necessary to demonstrate interest before making a move. You also have the option of doing the opposite. For instance, even though you drive me a little bit crazy sometimes, it's okay, because I still like you. You're like, "I see," and then you pull into the parking lot. Okay, how about this for the second one? When you laugh, you pull such strange faces, it's very adorable. It's a pretty dress, and I've seen it worn by quite a few different girls. When employing either the push-pull or pull-push strategy, the most important thing to keep in mind is to provide contrast in order to generate fluctuation. This variation is what makes you unexpected, which is a fun quality to have. This lack of dependability can drive women absolutely bonkers. They are pondering the question, does he like me? Does he not like me? Do I have custody of him? Shouldn't I already have him? The way that she is thinking about you is turning you into a challenge for her, which will eventually turn into an obsession. Nevertheless, it's important to remember that this is only the beginning. The second method that I'm going to explain to you is going to help you get rid of that obsession even more effectively. 2. Explain to her the reasons why you two can't be together. When a lady is actively reproducing is the best time to do this. If you're doing the push-pull right, after a lady is actively engaging you, you'll be in a position to engage her in a discussion. By the way, you want to be talking in between the push-pull. As she participates more in the conversation and shows more interest in you, you should bring up the reasons why the two of you can't be together or why a long-term relationship wouldn't be possible. This is similar to a push-pull technique that is performed in a slightly different manner. So then, let's look at some examples. Given our similarities, it's unlikely that we'll ever get along. If I didn't get the impression that you were going to cause problems, I would have asked you out on a date. If you didn't look so much like my sister, I might have given you a chance to win my heart by now. Therefore, there is this additional component. Therefore, it might be said that she acts as a limit or a barrier. You might say something like, "Okay, I don't think we should do this," if she is someone from your buddy group or a coworker, and you've been flirting with her a little bit. This won't have a happy ending. It is my opinion that we should not proceed with this. There are a lot of people we know in common. Look, I know you guys are having a good time, but we really need to stop giving girls all the reasons why you can't be together, why you won't get along, or why you shouldn't be flirting with them. It's only going to want to make it or wanted to do it more. I can't even speak because I'm so flustered by this. It's only going to want to make it or wanted to do it more. Just keep in mind that we all want things that we either can't have or that will be difficult to obtain. That is the fundamental idea of playing hard to get, and doing things in this manner will truly get the ball rolling toward achieving the goal of obtaining the forbidden fruit. But there's one more thing you can do to amp up the effect of playing hard to get, and that is 3. Limit your availability. If you ignore a woman for a period of time, she will eventually lose interest in you, but the same thing will happen if you lavish her with attention. In point of fact, it will put an even greater damper on people's interest. You must therefore make yourself selectively available. Please refrain from calling or texting her every single day of the week. Give yourself a few days off in between. Take care of your life. Do not give in to her every request to get together by saying yes. Sometimes you should just say no and provide an alternate date, and you shouldn't interact with any of our articles, stories, or social media sites. It's great to do anything once in a blue moon, but make it feel extra special by doing it so infrequently. You may demonstrate to her that you have a steady existence even if she is not a part of it by doing these straightforward actions. You do not always require her assistance. You don't need her validation. And who doesn't admire an individual who is so self-reliant and unconcerned with others? However, there is a catch to this. The strategy of limiting the amount of time you are available to others will not work in your favor. You are going to experience pain if you approach the activities that I have just described in a mechanistic manner. You are going to start second-guessing all of your moves, and after that, it is going to feel like it is following a pattern. And rather than having her get obsessed with you, you'll find that you become obsessed with her and what she thinks of you instead. Therefore, it is much more beneficial to really get busy doing things in your own life, such as working, hanging out with friends, working out, and indulging in hobbies. If you don't have any friends, you should go out and get some, and as a side result, you should make yourself less available. Now, as I promised at the very beginning, I also want to share with you the bonus strategy that will make a lady go crazy for you and crave you like a drug. This strategy will make her want you more than a drug. I like to refer to this strategy as becoming a man who is in demand. You have to realize that if a woman sees that she has other options, she will want you more. To put it another way, if there are multiple ladies who are interested in you, that makes you a more desirable catch. How does it operate? You become a reward. This is the reason why movie stars and athletes acquire so many ladies despite not having very attractive appearance or a lot of money. Being a man who is sought after is the goal. Because of this, they are appealing. The good news is that you do not need to be an athlete or a movie star in order to be a man who is in demand. I have developed a program for men called How to Become a Man Women Want. It is a 30-day strategy that can turn any normal man into a man who is in high demand. If you are interested in finding out more about it, you can do so by clicking the link that is provided in the description below the video. The most beneficial aspect of this program is that it will only provide you with actionable strategies that will result in a genuine shift in both the way you present yourself to women and the way women view you. There is not the slightest bit of filler here. Therefore, if you follow these action steps over the course of a month, you will automatically transform into a man who exudes self-assurance, is charming, and is attractive, the kind of man that women will do anything to have. My staff and I have spent more than a decade perfecting this procedure, and it is now quite easy and uncomplicated. This program has already shaped the lives of literally hundreds of guys, and many of them begin dating high-caliber and attractive women even as they are still participating in it. If you liked this video, you might be interested in the videos that are listed below as well. If you are, make sure to subscribe to our channel and give it a thumbs up.